Welcome back. Good morning, everybody. Thank you so much. Christ has risen. Indeed, he has risen. I want to thank our regular contributor, Dave the Philippian, donates $10. Thank you so much for your super chats and regular support. Isn't it strange that the Mohammedans, they have this weird, it's almost kind of like Protestant evangelical non-denoms, where they just think if you spam a bunch of stuff or verses that that'll convert you. Um, Muslims are notorious for this. I get these these long, huge, just spam emails where they come into people, Orthodox Christian, other Christians, YouTubes, and they just spam these stupid comments about their stupid made up God and think that's going to win us over. I wonder what they're. I mean, I know the evangelical kind of Protestant mentality is that those are God's words. If I just quote and spam a bunch of scripture, then that'll convert people. But I wonder what it is with Muslims. Maybe they think that is too. I mean, they're typically not just, quoting stuff from the Quran or something like that, but just making a bunch of pronouncements about their stupid polytheistic, sorry, not polytheistic, pagan, made up God, the monad, dumb, low IQ. They really are a low IQ people. I told you as every time I've been noticing when they come up, they're literally slow when they talk. It's probably all the inbreeding that they do as well. But I notice if they come onto somebody's stream, it's hello. They sound like they're drugged. And it's not a language issue. It's like they take 5 minutes to put together a sentence. Is that what's convincing people in the Western world? Like, literally slow boy. Well, I was so convinced by a guy coming on and taking 5 minutes to string together a simple fifth grade sentence. Yeah, I have no respect or time for those people whatsoever. All right. Let's do a couple announcements. How many days left do we have on the MontaNIKA Conference? Just about a month. I don't know why on my computer it doesn't show. It's like stuck in some type of editing mode. And I can't see. The video of that I embedded. I can on my phone, but I can't see the video that I embedded for the well-beaten path or the countdown. You guys can, but for some reason it's in some type of weird editing mode and it's not showing that stuff. So let me see what it says. How many? I'll have to look on my phone. 33 days. The number of the Masons, dude. Get your tickets. They're going to sell out. Come on, guys. Oh, I'm going to go next year. I don't know if there's going to be a next year. We don't know where we're going to be at. Financially, can we support it? What the state of the world is going to be. Redeem the time. Don't procrastinate. Also, say again, we are pleased to announce new sponsors: the St. Paisios Brotherhood and a new instructor, actually my godfather, who is co-executive of the, let's see if I can pop this up real quick. The executive director and co-founder of St. Paisios Brotherhood. My godfather, Gary Metz, will be coming, is an instructor to basically help some of the young men establish a strong foundation in ascetic disciplines and develop spiritual integrity. So we have that workshop. That's really good. We have another big sponsor going to be announced soon we're working with, so we're really happy that they will be present at the conference too. And as soon as that's formalized, I will announce that. So make sure that you get... I'll put it in the chat if somebody hasn't put it in yet. I'm just gonna still keep open our Canvas online course, so you can join. We started on Monday, but you can join a little bit late. It's fine. It's easy to make up the first week work. We have a good class. It's one of the larger classes that we've done. There is a scholarship available for if somebody can't afford the $750. Please reach out to me. We can have one more person join on the scholarship. I can find the link to... Here it is. And unto us he has given eternal life. We worship by resurrection on the third day. Other news too, we want to encourage young single, or any single, Orthodox Christians to attend. We'll be working on, behind the scenes, so it won't be awkward matchmaking. And so somebody asked about the demographics. Is the Orthodox MontaNIKA Conference. It's great. It's literally an even spread from ages and age groups, from young children, families and their little kids and babies, to young Orthodox, to all the way up to older. Like, it's a healthy looking spread and divided equally on the genders too, between men and women. So yes, come taste and see how awesome. I gotta trim up the beard before the conference. I promised to trim up the beard. I did have good news. Yesterday I had my orthopedic appointment, and I got my hard cast off, and I'm in a walking boot. Now I can't walk on it yet. I'm still on crutches probably for another 3 weeks. But the dealio is from yesterday all the way into hopefully 3 weeks and not 4 weeks. I apply a little bit of pounds of pressure, starting with 25 pounds of pressure. How do you know what 25 pounds of pressure is? You just go to your scale and you put your foot on that and see. It's very little, actually. I noticed it yesterday. And as you're walking on your crutches, you put a little bit more pressure, starting with 25, throughout the 3 weeks, until you get to the point where you have full pressure on and not needing the crutches, and then they said you can take off that boot, and I'll be back to normal. I didn't get much sleep last night because it was even a little bit of the pressure yesterday, and just the kind of new walking boot. It did kind of hurt around the ankle, and I just couldn't get in a comfortable spot last night sleeping, so didn't sleep well. Zalmoxis 999, thank you so much. How do we understand Ephesians 2:3? By nature, children of wrath. Hard to shake off my former Calvinist lens. How do you take the baptism for the dead? Let's see. Let's open up. Oh, I got itchy eyes. Ugh. Ephesians 2:3. And you he made alive, who were dead in trespasses and sin, in which once you walked according to the course of this world, according to the prince of the power of the air, the spirit who now works in the sons of disobedience, among whom we shall also conducted ourselves in the lusts of our flesh, fulfilling the desires of the flesh and of the mind, and were by nature children of wrath, just as others. So, I mean, it seems pretty straightforward. There is no such thing as a sin nature because sin doesn't have an ontological status. It's really easy. It's just talking about that through Adam and Eve and their disobedience, death and disorder came into the world. So it gives context in the verses. So of wrath is what? The disorder, the sickness unto death, basically. That's what. You have a propensity to disorder and passions. You have a sickness unto death. You don't have a sin nature, but you've inherited a sickness and you're in need of healing and a savior. And so, prior to baptism and a receiving of the Holy Spirit, of which heals, we are sons of disobedience. We lust after the flesh, we were disordered. And so that's all it's basically saying. Let's see what it says in the study notes. Two unequal kingdoms are at war. Each is spiritual in nature. Each stamps its image on the subjects and requires strict obedience, yet they are opposites. The king of the lesser realm. Yeah, that's the other thing too. Think about when you're baptized. You're walking into the church. You're leaving the world. Right? The world is owned and operated by what? According to the prince of the power of the devil, who is a spirit, who works and has dominion over you and leads you into destruction, into passions, into sins. And then you spit on the devil. You walk into the church. You unite yourself to Christ, you spit on the devil, you have the exorcism prayers, and so you have two spiritual worlds. The king of the lesser realm is created, a created being, Satan, his dominion of the air, as it says, neither fully of earth nor of heaven. He is the author of disobedience, rebellion. The beginning of his rule is spiritual death. The desire of his subjects are lustful, of the flesh and of the mind, their deeds are trespasses and sins. The result of his rule is wrath. That's what it's saying. Children of wrath. You're under the influence of his rule, which is wrath. That's all it's saying. And death. And so we leave that and we unite ourselves to Christ. The next question is the second question. I've never heard of baptism of the dead, so obviously I can tell you right now that's not what the verse means. So let's go to 1 Corinthians 15. There's no... $15.29. St. John Chrysostom considers it it's talking about the Marcionite heretics. Epiphanius says it refers to the practice of the followers of Cerinthus, another Gnostic teacher. Otherwise, what they do, it doesn't say we, what will they do who are baptized for the dead if the dead do not rise at all? Why then are they baptized for the dead, and why do we stand in jeopardy every hour? So in the study note, it's saying that it's a commentary. I'm making a comment. Says many understand this as a vicarious baptism of baptized Christians for deceased catechumens. St. John Chrysostom considered a derisive comment about the practice of the Marcionites. So there you go. Michelle, $10. Thank you so much. Thank you, Father Deacon, for all you do. So helpful. Thank you. All right. Let's look and see if we have any other. Oh, don't forget, too, we have our catechesis class tonight. It's 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Where we're returning back to the Trinity, which is really... not only foundational, great depth of material to go into. I'm no expert. Tips $5. Thank you. Pray for you, George. Oh, absolutely. With shingles and agony, absolutely. My prayers for you. May the Lord, the physician, heal you in your shingles. For tag, what do I say? Someone who says, you stop at God, so I stop at logic. Well, logic's not a person. We don't even know what logic... I mean, what do you say to somebody, I stop at coffee cups? Coffee cups don't answer... Like, logic itself doesn't answer... We use it, but how is it related to the world? Logic can't reveal. There's no way from autonomous epistemology to say, is it just a man-made construct? Is it subjective? So stopping it at pencils or coffee cups or doesn't explain anything. What is logic? What sustains an existence? How do logical laws relate to one another? Are they laws? Are they eternal? Are they immaterial, abstract, universal, invariant? If so, how do you know that? So yeah, it's just a stupid It's a trick. Just keep in mind, these people are con artists, and they're trying to trick you. So if anybody can just stop at anything they want, then furthermore, if they say that, then they don't have any critique. I mean, that God and Orthodoxy isn't true. But yeah, it's a viciously circular. Logic itself does not have the ability to explain logic, what it is, how it relates to the world, if it's objective, universal, invariant, abstract, if it relates to immaterial forms, universals, stuff like that. So it's just a stupid trick. Feeling the Wolf donated £3. Thank you so much. Chaos is the Pope a Leo? Yeah, he's a liberal. He was chosen. He is Francis 2.0. He was chosen, made cardinal by Pope Francis in 2023. His education at Villanova, and then I think prior to that was at CTU or something like that. Both liberal institutions. He is pro illegal immigration. He was involved in some cover-up scandals, but all you have to do is just kind of read his Twitter to realize that he. So what's interesting is all the trad cats just hand waving that, and the new boss. What is the Who? What's the song? The line from the Who? The new boss is the same as the old boss. Our human nature is affected, yes. Specifically, our will. So, there's no such thing as a sin nature. However, the one thing that is impacted and affected by sin and the devil is something very unique, property of our nature, human nature, and that is the will. Our will is messed up and disoriented. Yeah, I guess it's a good. It seeks what it shouldn't seek. But he speaks Latin. How is Tag vulnerable to the argument from incredulity? Isn't the other way around? I thought the people who object are, I'm dumb and I can't understand it, therefore it's not true. Correct? Tag's never made the argument that we can't understand what other paradigms are. It's always the other way around. I'm dumb and too stupid or too disingenuous to understand what you're saying, so it's not true. But no, nobody presenting Tag has ever said, I can't understand how. We understand exactly how, and I've laid it out. It's not, I can't see how it is. If you prove something is logically contradictory, it's not, I can't understand it. I do understand it, and it's impossible. So, I love this. These people are such reprobates. These people need to be shamed, right? They're not like a good faith. They need to be made fun of. Because they're not approaching these things intellectually with I mean, the very fact that somebody would say that, just make fun of them, is a retard. If they're not going to listen to reason and fall through then the argument, shame them, like, and the public. Show the public how ridiculous and absurd they are. Zig, yes, you want to get the book, Cyril and the Christological Controversies is probably one of the best books on that issue. Okay, Chad asked a question. What does it mean to exist in a non-spatio-temporal way? I'm not a materialist, but it seems hard to describe something that exists without physical presence. Well, first of all, I don't know how you describe something with a physical existence. I think describing something material is far more difficult than something that's immaterial. What would you say about that? Because you have to appeal to, I mean, if I point at a physical thing, well, what is it? Is it a bunch of colors? Is it the same thing that existed 5 minutes ago? Is it just a bunch of molecules? Nobody can. Well, that's what's hilarious is that look at what the concept of matter is. So, in Platonist and Neoplatonic thought, it's almost some, shadowy kind of existence that doesn't really kind of, it doesn't have any substantial, in which case you can't even refer to or point to something without referring to realities that are non-spatio-temporal and Platonic. Then that changes to be in Aristotle something different in terms of potency. Matter is defined as potency. Then you move into modernity, and it's just whatever's extended in space. It's and then as you move, then what is it? Is it Leibnizian monads next? Is it primary, secondary qualities in a Lockean sense, and it changes? Now it's in modern physics. Is it strings, energy? Like, nobody can even give you an account of what matter even is. So I would actually think it's far more difficult to tell you what material existence is. It's all over the place. Nobody even understands what it is, versus things that, ideas, universals, immaterial things. But let's just go to an example. What is something that exists that's non-spatio-temporal? Numbers. Okay, it's not dependent. Number isn't dependent on time. You can't actually point out the number 2. You can show 2 apples, but that's not identical to the number 2. Why? Because you can point out 2 oranges, and if they were identical to the number 2, if that's what 2 was, the number 2, then apples would be oranges, and as we all know, you can't compare apples with oranges, as it were. It's not simply a mental construct. As Plato says, you could erase everybody's memory. There could be no minds. The number 2 doesn't go out of existence. So it doesn't change over time. It's not dependent on time. It's not in space. And so number would probably be the easiest thing to see. But any idea for is obviously not, or form or universal. Take a universal. Any universal is clearly, if you think about what it is, triangleness, 3-sided geometrical figureness. triangles, right? You can point to a particular triangle, and it's never even perfect, right? It does so it's not actually a triangle. So you can measure the angles, and no matter how precise you get, you'll realize that it's not equal to 180 degrees. It's going to be more or less. The lines aren't completely straight, etc. But yet triangle exists. So, well, it doesn't exist in space and time. So that's another example. Tay Nublet donates $10. Pray for my wife. And Tay Nublet, yes, we're talking more openly about religion. She's Roman Catholic, but she has a liberal universalist view, especially oh, that's sad. I'm sorry. All her views are emotionally based. Yes, I'll keep you. John Mullins, that's not the argument. We don't say we're not aware of. We're saying we are aware of every logical possibility. So it's a straw man. Nobody's ever making that argument. Well, so the misrepresentation of tag, that's an abductive argument. Oh, we've never made the argument that it's the best explanation that we have so far, and I'm not aware of anything else. The argument is it's logically and semantically impossible there be an alternative. Does that make sense? So just respond back, congratulations, you've never been exposed to tag. So you don't know what the argument is. So how can you have a critique of an argument that you don't know what the argument is? That's what I'd say. Not the argument. Nobody's ever made that argument, so you're not even responding to anything, so there's no critique. Yeah. All right. Other questions? Dale just donates $20. Thank you so much. Thank you, Father. Thank you. God bless you. Today I submit my grades to Carroll College. The other college I work on, Maine, the online, I will submit tomorrow. I worked really hard to grade those papers. All right. What else should we go over today? What topics, news? By the way, the whole thing with the election of the new pope, what do you see? You see something revealed that the Roman Catholics just think they never can identify that the problems with the system. It's not that you just got a bad guy in there, got a couple bad guys, and they're praying for a good pope. There's no way to rectify. It's like democracy, right? People complaining about a president or something. It's like the problem isn't the president. The problem's the system. So even if you did somehow get a good guy, which isn't going to happen, like I said, the new boss is going to be the same as the old boss. Your trajectory is still into chaos. Oh! Right down to the depths of hell. Because the problem's the system. The system has no way of rectifying when error and corruption comes in. Right? We have that. I saw somebody was like saying, calling to Roman Catholics to convert, and they were saying, point out Elpidophotos is worse. It's like, first of all, Elpidophotos is not worse, I would say. Number two, I'm not under Elpidophotos. A lot of people aren't. It's a failure to understand what autocephalcy and conciliarity and synodality is. That's the great thing. Suppose Elpidophoros was the worst or something like that. It doesn't affect orthodoxy. Because orthodoxy is not defined by one bishop. There's a system in place, and corruption does come in which the system can deal with that. Sometimes it takes a little bit of time or something like that. There's nothing within either the system of democracy or papacy that can rectify and ultimately fix problems that inevitably come in. And for some reason, they're just so brainwashed into that system, they can't see it. As Kai and I were talking, it's one of the problems is people can't think at a paradigmatic systemic level. And so they just like in politics, whatever we've been going over politically, is people are arguing down in the insignificant details, the missing the political forest for the political trees. There you go. Well, there's bad Republicans, this, like, it's the same thing, right? This going back and forth, and like, stop looking at those kinds of details and look at the kind of background presuppositions of a political party, ideology, where do those come from philosophically and historically, to analyze the kind of whole. You're getting lost down, bogged down in the weeds, and you're missing whether one political party or system or ideology is far more devastating worse. And the only way to judge that is to locate it in terms of the philosophy and history of these ideologies. To be like, so same thing with religion too, or philosophy. Don't get bogged down in the weeds. Look at it as a whole and the kind of background presuppositions and the kind of paradigm as a whole. Yeah, good, Tina, a good point. Just be like, you're getting bogged down in the weed. Nobody's saying we're making a systemic or paradigmatic critique, not a critique of individuals. And in some sense, it's almost like an ad hominem, right? There's something similar. The system isn't bad because there's a bad person. The person is bad and allowed to be bad because the system. Does that make sense? So flip it for her. We're not saying that the system or religion is bad because the person is bad. The reason why these bad things and bad persons are there and can't be fixed is because the system. Yeah. All right, let's see what's going on X. Hey, by the way, I figured something out. The word bro, the usage of bro in a derogatory sense is from the left. In the good sense, bro means brother, right? Yeah, I'm going to show you something. What about Broheim? Yes. Here is an example. Okay, and then I'm going to lead into Keziah Weir. Remember we went over this? Her point is eating meat is MAGA right-wing racism and misogynist patriarch. These people want you to eat soy and kibble, shrivel up, and die for the elites. Just get out of the way. Kill yourself, right? Take the jabs. What did I say? Albertsons is offering discounted groceries. 10% off each grocery shopping if you take a jab. So that means if you take up to 10 different jabs, you can get free groceries. Or in other words, it's free because you're dead. You killed yourself. These are a Malthusian death cult. The left is definitely connected to that. But look what she said. From Liver King to podcast bros. I could go through all the left. They constantly use bros as a derogatory term. Correct? But what do we see as well? This guy complaining about American ortho bros or a joke amongst us true ortho. Oh, yeah, here we go. We notice you bring with you obviously American brain corruption when you convert. I want to show you another one. The ortho bro enabler. Oh. Somebody made a joke. It's so true. Why am my picture in the middle? Am I a floating head? White wall. It's somebody says, why does Father Deacon Ananias look like he has cop flashlight in his face? Seriously. Not gonna lie, not the best picture that they could have picked. But obviously this was created by some. This is irony and satire. I don't think there's actually somebody who is a hater out there, but and nobody could get that. They're all freaking out like, where's this from? I'm so offended, blah blah blah. It's like, it's a joke, okay? But that is what the New World Order and the elites, they're not going to allow irony or satire anymore. They're dissolving. It makes it more and more difficult to determine whether something is satirical or irony. Oh, St. Pius's brotherhood. Guess that's bad. Big Trouble Bro China is bad. Bluegrass Bros are bad. I made a joke here. Some people don't even know what an ortho bro is. What do you think we have grok for? Obviously, it's a stereotype of orthopedic surgeons. Just look at grok. A stereotype of orthopedic surgeons. People just really hate my doctor and the surgery he did. They're often depicted as fitness enthusiasts, weightlifting, eating strict diets like chicken and rice, or meat, jocks. But there is something, so this bro-like behavior. So, and obviously I'm making a joke about when people use ortho bros, they're referring to Orthodox, not orthopedic surgeons. Typically refers to a young adult male convert to Eastern Orthodoxy from non-traditional cultures, so cultures where Orthodoxy isn't. And what is that person? So they hate you. They do not want people to convert. May exhibit enthusiasm. Oh, yeah, zeal can be like dangerous, but there's something good about it. Well, to have zeal or be excited, that's a bro-like behavior. Traditionalism, bad. So, what are they criticizing? Like, oh, if you're into fitness, working out, what did we see? The left has said eating meat, working out is racist. It's a far-right political. Being a man and being healthy and working out and eating well is bro behavior. So do you see I'm linking this to your use of bro in a derogatory sense is a left-wing tactic. It's a weaponization of, and then as we know, all the world's problems derive from Jay Dyer. Is Jay Dyer in the room with us right now? But it does crack me up that people don't know what that is. So thoughts. Tay Neblet donates $10. Thank you once again. One of the things my wife doesn't like is we don't consider other denominations Christian. I said if they're doing things wrong, they're logically. Any videos I don't. I know Father Peter probably has. Here's probably the Orthodox Ethos might have some good stuff on. So we could say, in a loose sense, but yes. Like, would we consider them kind of C.S. Lewis, mere Christianity Trinitarians? Sure. In a technical sense, no, because look at history of the church. The heretics that weren't called Christians were actually probably a lot closer to orthodoxy theologically than most non-orthodox quote-unquote Christians today. So you could just say, well, loosely, sure, we could call, if you mean by mere Christianity or the Trinitarians, yeah, we might categorize, but historically we wouldn't have. I think that's a good. And truth matters. I mean, that's what we gotta. It's a very kind of reductive and Western or even Protestant kind of understanding to ask God, what's the bare minimum I've got to do to be healed and saved? Can I be 90% Orthodox and 10% heretic and still be a Christian? You got to phrase it that way. But like, doesn't it matter? And I mean formally, not materially, like, okay, I intellectually got something wrong as an individual. But as far as being with a group or religion and what they identify as, are they all 100% equally true? Logically possible. So then they hold heretical ideas. So I'd turn it back and just say, why don't you think, obviously, falsehood and error is leads to destruction. Like, don't you care about the state of somebody's soul and becoming healed? Would we ever prescribe and say it's okay to be 40% heretic? to engage in 40% of dangerous ideas as long as you have 60% of truth. Also, remember, think about in terms of a marriage. The baptism into the Holy Orthodox Church is a marriage to one person, Christ, in which you form the body of Christ. There are not multiple bodies of Christ. There's those that purport to be. So when we say we're of one communion, we're not in communion with other quote-unquote Christians. To have this kind of universalist idea is to promote infidelity in affairs. Well, why can't I be married or flirt with other women? I mean, they're all Christian, right? Imagine if I actually said that to my wife. I'm married to one person, my Matushka. We hold all things in common. I can't go and mess around with another lady because she holds 75% of the things that we hold. I can't say I'm in a marriage with... It's polygamy. It's infidelity. That's where we got to reduce this to. Ecumenism is polygamy and infidelity. It's cheating on your spouse and flirting with other bodies that are not the same body which you're married to. That's the best way to put it. But like, why would we ever encourage something like that? 1 John 2:19, they went out from us, but they really did not belong to us. For if they had belonged to us, they would have remained with us. But their going showed that none of them belonged to us. They cheated. Heresy is infidelity. They broke the marriage, and they're not of us. If they were of us, they would be with us, but they're not of us. John talks about 1 John 2:19. So you can't say somebody who doesn't hold a life in common, who doesn't share the same baptism, who has different beliefs, are with us, that they're Christians. In the technical, it's a different religion. It's a different marriage. So either you acknowledge that, or you say, well, I allow infidelity and polygamy in my religion. I think that you're hey, Midbit Jim Bob, what's up, man? Get your guitar out, Jim Bob. Get your musical instrument out. And let's do a jam sesh. How much you want to bet this is out of tune? Oh, it isn't. This is an Eastman. I even got my official Eastman certificate. I'm a member of the Eastman cult. I'm an Eastman cult member, in which they have handcrafted my mind into the shape of a mandolin. They also make guitars as well. By the way, Jim Bob, I noticed something really interesting. So you're like me. We're human beings. I actually like playing slower, especially like some of the songs on the guitar. But when I joined the cult, the bluegrass cult, they like songs a lot faster. So I had to kind of, if I play like a slow song, they're like, speed it up. So that's where you got Whiskey Before Breakfast. They like the I also like on guitar. The other thing too is, and it's just because I'm a newbie when it comes to mandolin, is that I like A minors, E minors, D minors on guitar. I hate them on the mandolin. The easiest and best chords, and there's two different types of chords on mandolin, is kind of the basic chords. So this is a G. A chop chord. This is a, so again. So you get that. C, and then the chop is D, F. I got a pig in a pan, going to feed him on. That's another good one. What is that song? Here, I can explain how atheism doesn't work by simple scales. That's how we know that every other paradigm is false. I want you to listen to that. And that's how we know. Yeah, we should do a Shady Grove. I do love the Shady Grove. What's another song? The argument is compelling. Because what is music but sorcery? It casts a spell over. Do you know what song that is? See if you can guess. Let me get the lyrics real quick. Oh my gosh, I just blinked on the song. Oh my gosh, I just got brain fog. I was standing by my darling. Tennessee Waltz. I was standing. I was standing by my darling. That's too high for me. Should I do... I was standing by my darling on the Tennessee walls when an old friend I happened to see. I introduced her to my darling, and we were dancing. My friend stole my sweetheart away. I remember the... Now it goes... I remember the night and the Tennessee walls. Now I know just how much I have lost. I need practicing. I like that song. What's another song that you guys would like to hear? How about I used to know, in my mind, Condor. Remember that song? Flight of the Condor. No. Do, 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 do. Hold on, I got... Yeah. Do you remember that? I gotta remember the... Okay. I'd rather be a sparrow than a snail. Yes, I would if I only could. I'd rather be a hand than the nail. Yes, I would if I only could. I surely would. I'd rather sail away like a swan that's here and gone. A man gets tied up into the ground. He gives the world its saddest sound. Its saddest sound. Its saddest sound. I'd rather be a forest than a street. Yes, I would if I only could. I surely would. Something like that. Is that right? Do you like that song? What's that? There's another one that I'm working, but it's hard. Like the lyrics with the rhythm, called "Pig in a Pen." It's hard. It's really fast. I got a pig in a home in a pen. Going to feed him on. All I need is pretty little girl. Feed him when I'm gone. Going to the mountains. Sow a little cane. Raise a barrel shotgun. Sweet little lazy Jane. Maybe if I slow it down, this beat. I got. That goes. I got a pig in a pen. Going to feed him on. All I need is a pretty little girl. No, shoot. This is from the Stanley Brothers. I got a pig in a home in a pan, going to feed him on. All I need is a pretty little girl, feed him when I'm gone. I got a pen in going to feed him on. All I need is a pretty little girl, feed him when I'm gone. Going to New Mountain, rose a little cane, raise a barrel of shotgun, is a sweet little Jane. Bake 'em biscuits, baby. Bake 'em good and brown. When you bake 'em biscuits, we'll be Alabama bound. Oh, that's hard. Alabama bound. Hear it? Bake 'em biscuits, baby, bake 'em good and brown. When you bake 'em biscuits and bake 'em Alabama bound. I got a pig in home and... Oh, it's hard. I got a pig in a pen at home, going to feed 'em on. All I need is a pretty little girl, feed 'em when I'm gone. Bake 'em biscuits, baby, oh, bake 'em good and brown. When you bake 'em biscuits, baby, Alabama bound. Something like that. I don't know. I got to practice that one a little more. But you get the idea. But it's the lyrics on that one, to get it in, are really hard for some reason while playing at the same time. I'm trying Pope Biscuit Dixieland. I haven't tried that. I wish I was in land of cotton. That one? Away, oh. I wish I was in Dixie, away, away. I wish I was in Dixieland, away, oh. No, how's it go? I wish I was in Dixie, away, away. 'Cause in Dixieland I'll take my stand to live and die in Dixie. I wish I was in What are the lyrics on? I mean the chords. Chords. G. Is that right? I wish I would. Yeah. I'll figure it out. All right, good. All right, where to next? Look away, crispy. Crispy land, crispy land. Jim Bob, I like your mic and setup. You've got the All right, this is inspired by Jim Bob. Let's see if I can get this. Well, ain't no use in saying to wonder why, babe, if you don't know by now. Well, ain't no use in saying and wonder why, babe, that never do somehow. Well,
When your rooster grows at the break of dawn, looking out your window and I'll be gone. You're the reason why I'm traveling on. Well, don't think twice, it's alright. Well, ain't no use in turning on your light, babe. Light I never knowed. Why ain't no use in turning on your light, babe? I'm on the dark side of the road. Well, I wish there was something I could do or say that make you be on your way. Well, we didn't do too much talking anyway. But don't think twice, it's alright. Well, ain't no use in calling out my name, gal, like you never done before. Well, ain't no use in calling out my name, gal. I can't hear you anymore. Well, I'm a thinking and a wondering, walking down the road. I was one loved a woman, a child, I'm told. I give her my heart, but she wanted my soul. Don't think twice, it's alright. Oh, so long, pretty. No, forgive me. So long, pretty baby. Where I'm bound, I can't tell. I'll just say fare you well, baby.
I can't remember the rest of the lyrics. You guys remember it? Let me pop it up. I'll try it again.
So long, honey, baby, where I'm bound, I can't tell. Oh, goodbye, good a word, baby. So I'll just say fare you well. I ain't seen you treated me unkind. You could have done better, but I don't mind. You just kind of wasted my precious time. Don't think twice, it's alright.
So I think Jim Bob played that one. That's a cool one. I haven't played that in a long time. guys like this one. Where's my pick?
What are the bee in some dark hollow? The sun don't ever shine. Than to be in some big city with a small room girl on my mind. So blow your whistle, freight train, take me down on that track. 'Cause I'm going today, I'm leaving today. Where I'm going, but I ain't coming back.
What's the next lyrics?
What will there be in some dark hollow where the sun don't ever shine? Than to see another man's darling and knowing that you'll never be mine. So blow your whistle, freight train, take me far down that track. 'Cause I'm going away, going away today. Well, I'm going, but I ain't coming back.
Let me think of another one.
Love, it's a burning thing, and it makes a fiery ring, bound by a wild desire. I fell into a ring of fire. I fell into a burning ring of fire. Went down, 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 and the flames went higher. And it burns, 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 that ring of fire. That ring of fire. I fell into a burning ring of fire.
No, that's not. What's the next one?
The taste of love is sweet when hearts like ours meet. I fell for you just like a child. Oh, the fire went wild. I fell into a burning ring of fire. It went down, 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 and the flames went higher. And it burns, 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 that ring of fire, that ring of fire. Well, I fell into a burning ring of fire, and it went down, 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 and the flames went higher, and it burns, burns. burns, that ring of fire, that ring of fire.
All right, that's the best Johnny Cash impersonation I can do. That's the Johnny Cash.
Bound by one desire.
It's not an accent, it's just how Johnny Cash sings. Oh, I know. Speaking of Bob, let's combine a Bob Dylan and Johnny Cash song. Does anybody know what this one is? Since we already played. Remember the name of it. Okay.
If you're traveling in a North Country fair, well, the winds hit heavy on the borderline. Remember me, the one who lives there. She once was love of mine.
Gotta remember the lyrics.
Go where snowflakes on, where the rivers freeze in summer. Please see for me that she wears a coat so warm, 'cause that's the way. Oh no. To keep her from the pain.
And then Johnny Cash comes in.
Please see for me that hair hangs long. It rolls on, flows all down her breast. Please see for me that her hair hangs long. 'Cause that's the way I remember that. And I'm wondering if she remembers me at all. Many times I prayed in the darkness of my night.
I can't remember the It's something like, in the darkness of my night, in the brightness of my day. That's a good one. like these kind of. That's a cool Dead song, actually. It goes. We'll do a Jerry. He always does the. Like that. What are you guys doing in the chat? Althea, yeah. Isn't that a cool song? Althea, I was feeling lost. Some direction. Oh, I know. I was 12 by 20 and didn't get to sleep that night till the morning came around. I said, I'm gonna take my time with a friend of the devil's a friend of mine. I get home before daylight, might get some sleep tonight. Ran into the living room. Alright, I gotta pull up the lyrics for that because I forgot. Do you know what song I'm talking about? We're gonna do some Dead. Friend of the Devil. This is my problem. I can never remember lyrics. I haven't played these songs in a long time. So, but it's a cool the ran into the devil, baby, loan me 20 bills. Spent the night in Reno, baby, and came up near the hill. I said, I'm gonna take my time with a friend of the devil's a friend of mine. I get home before daylight, just might get some sleep tonight. Down to the levee. Ran to the levee. The devil caught me there. He took my $20 bill and vanished in the air. I said, run, but I take my time. A friend of the devil's a friend of mine. I get home before daylight, just might get some sleep tonight. Got 2 reasons why I cry. Wage lonely night. The first one named Sweet Aunt Anne Marie, and she's my heart's delight. The first
Second one is prison, babe. Sheriff's on my tail. And if Eric catches up with me, I'll spend my life in jail.
I like this part. You can, if you have a second guitar, you can do this. What are some other Dead songs I know? Oh, this one's an interesting. So I gotta get the bass line. Watch this. This is cool. It's hard. Nah, it's not. I'll slow it down. But I gotta get the bass. If you can get the. Dang it. Maybe I'm playing the wrong key. Yes. I think it's something like that. something like that. So I got to figure out the bass. Let me see if I know any other. Yeah, I got it. You just gotta run through. If you haven't played songs for a while, you gotta. Me and my uncle. I think I got it. Shoot. I can't remember the. Shoot. Hey. Yeah, that's right. Me and my uncle went right down South Colorado, West Texas bound. Stopped over and said I think I'd be the one just about halfway. And you know that's the hardest part of the day. We took them horses up to the bar stall. We went to the bar room and ordered drinks for all. 3 days in saddle, you know body hurts. And that summer I took off my shirt. We tried to wash some of that dusty dirt. Something like that. All right, what else do we got? No classical. My parents didn't ever allow me to play classical. They would used to beat me anytime I'd try to play. Maybe I'll play some songs that I made. I haven't played songs I made up in a long time. lyrics of this. I'll get it. 1 second.
Where you gone this day? I'm free, man, I'm free from the breaks of thee, from the breaks of makes me wonder, and it hardens for me. And it makes one wonder, doesn't it? It makes one feel free.
So I like a lot of the E, but there's another song. Gosh, I haven't played these songs in a long time. Let's see. I like this one. All right, I got it. Come on, it's just been a long time. I haven't played this song for years.
One in the middle, one for free. You can't take them all with you. One in the middle and one for free. You can't take all, can ye? Ba da 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 ba ba da 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 ba da dum ba da dum ba 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 da dum ba ba da 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 ba ba da dum da ba da 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 ba 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 da 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 ba da da ba. One in the morning and the one in the evening, and I can't see. One in the morning and the one in the evening. Take too many. Ba da da ba ba da 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 ba da 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 ba ba da da da. Ba da 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 ba ba da 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 ba 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 da da da.
Something like that. I can't remember. All right, let's go back to Get the lyrics for that. Do you know what song that is? I can't remember the name of it. I'll fly away.
Morning when this life is over, I'll fly away to that home on God's celestial shore. I'll fly away. I'll fly away, oh glory. I'll fly away in the morning when I die. Hallelujah, by and by. I'll fly away. Just for more weary days, and then I'll fly away to that land where joy will never end. I'll fly away. I'll fly away, oh glory. I'll fly away in the morning when I die. Hallelujah, by and by. I'll fly away.
What if I did it? Hi.
Some bright morning when this life is old, I'll fly away to that home on God's celestial shore. I'll fly away. I'll fly away, oh glory, yeah. I'll fly away in the morning and I die. Hallelujah, by and by. I'll fly away. Just for more weary days, and then I'll fly away to a land where glows never end. I'll fly away in the glory, yeah. I'll fly away in the morning when I die. Hallelujah, by and by. I'll fly away.
You guys like that one? That's a classic bluegrass. All right. Let's see if we have any super chats. I'm playing for free here, for crying out loud. I'm a Doc Watson song, yeah. Little Omi. So here, Jim Bob, this is a good one for you. It's nice and slow. Oh, listen to my story. I'll tell you no lies. John Lewis did murder little poor Omi Wise. He told her to meet her at Adam's Spring. He promised her money and other fine things. So fool like she met him at Adam's Spring. No money he brought her, no other fine thing. Go with me, little Omi, and away we'll go. And we'll go and get married, and no one will know. So she climbed up behind him, and away they go, off to deep river where deep water flows. John Lewis, won't you tell me your mind? Do you intend to marry or leave my body behind? Have mercy on my baby and spare me my life. I'll go home a beggar and I'll never be your wife. He kissed her and he hugged her and I turned her around. Then he pushed her under deep water where she'd never be found. He got on his pony and away he did ride. And the screams of little Omi went down by his side. 'Twas a stormy Thursday morning and a rain pouring down when the people searched for little Omi, but she couldn't be found. Two boys went up fishing on some fine day when they saw little Omi's body go floating away. They threw a net around her and drew her to the bank. Her clothes all wet in mud
later on a plane. They sent for John Lewis to come to that place. He brought her before him that he might see her face. He made no confession when he carried them away. No friends or relation to go on his bail.
So that's a classic Doc Watson song.
Blue moon of Kentucky, keep on shining. Let's do that one. Shine on the one that's gone and let me blue. Blue moon.
I don't know if I played that yet. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Lyrics. Bill Monroe has a really high voice. Monroe.
Blue moon of Kentucky, keep on shining.
No, Bill Monroe. Bill Monroe. Come on, dude.
Blue moon up. Blue moon of Kentucky, keep on shining. Shine on the one that's gone, proved untrue. Blue moon of Kentucky, keep on shining. Shine on the one that's gone and left me blue. It was on a moonlit night. The stars are shining bright. They whisper from on high. Your love said goodbye. Blue moon of Kentucky, keep on shining. Shine on the one that's gone and say goodbye. Blue moon of Kentucky, shining. Shine on the one that's gone and say goodbye. It was on one blue night when the stars are shining bright. They whispered from a high, you love and say goodbye. Blue moon shining, shine on the one that's gonna say goodbye.
Let's do the mandolin with that.
Blue moon of Kentucky, keep on shining. Shine on the one that's gone and proved untrue. Blue moon of Kentucky, keep on shining. Shine on the one that's gone and proved untrue. Blue moon of Kentucky, keep on shining. Shine on the one that's gone and left me blue.
He sings so high.
Blue moon of Kentucky, keep on shining.
Shine on the one that's gonna prove untrue. Blue moon in Kentucky, keep on shining. Shine on the one that's gonna leave me blue. What is that? Oh, how wonderful. Oh, how wonderful. Oh, how marvelous. Do you remember this one? This is a good old gospel song. Can you guys help me with this? Oh, well, Come on. Oh, how marvelous. Oh. I can't find it because I can't remember the name of the song. Everlasting. Leaning, leaning, leaning on the everlasting arm. Yeah, I got it. I think I got it. Remember that song? What? What a fellowship, what a joy divine, leaning on the everlasting. What? I can't get the. What a fellowship, what a joy divine, leaning on everlasting arm. What a blessedness, what a peace of mind, leaning on everlasting arm. Leaning on everlasting arm. Leaning on everlasting arm. Something like that. One fellowship, one of joy divine, leaning on the everlasting arms. One of blessedness, what a peace of mind, leaning on the everlasting arms. Leaning on the everlasting arm, leaning on the everlasting arm. You guys know that one? Okay, other songs. I haven't played this one. Oh man, alright, come on, Lord, give it to me. Lord, shine down your grace into my mind and give me the memory of the Kentucky mandolin. I'm about to play it real quick because I forgot it. By Bill Monroe. I think I got it. Has anybody heard this? This one's really cool. Something like that. That's Bill Monroe. It's really fast, though. It goes... All right. We can. Now I'm gonna play it for you, and maybe you can hear how fast he goes. I'm not even playing. Now I'm cooking gas. Look out! Whoa! There is a. Is this Whiskey Before Breakfast? Let me see if there's one that I play with that I can play with that's pretty fast. Yeah, these guys, dude. Let's see if I can get this. Okay, ready? What do you think? So it's nice when you have background music, but that's a fast one. How about, not gonna lie, it took me a little time to get that. Rolling my sweet baby's on, rolling my sweet baby's on. Whiskey before breakfast. What's the other one? No, is it off? Is it off to California?
The key of G.
That wasn't the song I was looking for. That's Off to California, but I was looking for... I want to write these songs down because I can't remember them. All right, one second, everybody. Cold and frosty morning. Cold and frosty morning. I like that one. Let's see what.
Hi everybody, welcome. Just play along with the key of A modal or A minor. We're using A minor chords if we're playing chords. That's why I say minor. So let's see if I can get this tune in my head. There it is. All right, 1, 2, 3.
I forgot that part. It goes. You like that? All right, let's. Ready?
Let's see if I can get this tune in my head. There it is. All right, 1, 2, 3.
See, I'm so much better. The timing and when you have somebody that you're playing with. My timing's not the best when I play by myself, so if I have something in the background, but let's look at some more. I'll probably get these dinged because I'm playing the music here, but let's see. Mandolin songs. Oh, Salt Creek. Oh, Blackberry Blossom. Have you guys ever seen Sarah Holt? She's awesome. Alright, watch this. She's fantastic. I'll get this dinged. I'll just cut it out. She's good, huh? Dang, dude. See, she's doing chop chords. That like that. Woohoo! Smoking. Let's see if I can figure this song out real quick. I gotta get the rhythm. See, this is the hard part. I can't get it. So if I slow it down. Something like that. Brasil, como vai? Tudo bem? Muito legal. Good to see you. What do we got going? Phil the Wolf, I think, donated some money. Vane. Phil the Wolf, £2. Vane, $3. Like, you hope your recovery's going well. What's a good way to answer an atheist that goes, why couldn't God create a universe set up in such a way that we're... because God always maximizes, so that might be a good world, but it's not a better world. And so God always does what's best. That's the answer. You can find that even Leibniz has greatest possible worlds. Look up the greatest possible worlds argument. And it's why he allows evil. That if he can bring about a greater good by allowing free will and people to choose, then if he were to take away our will, then he does that. God always, part of omniscience is to always act and do the better and bring about the better. Good question. All right. Obrigado. Here's something people don't know, Lizzie. Explain the difference between obrigado and obrigada. Você fala português? Of course you do, Luke. let's find some other mandolin. You guys like I think you guys like the music. It's getting hot. I'm gonna have to. Let's do some Sierra Hull. I like Sierra. This one's cool. I'm gonna get this ding. I'm just gonna have to cut it out. This was Delfest, Del McCurry. I've seen the Traveling McCurrys. I actually have a hat, but let's watch. So it's cool. It still stays in kind of it's not newgrass, but like she's got a great sound here. Those slides are awesome. Watch this part that comes up now. Hold on. This part, yeah. So the mandolin she has is like it's called an F style. amazing how good people can get. Dang it. Yeah, that was great. Are you guys enjoying this? So Sierra Hull, she is really amazing, but I'm going to show you, if you think that's good, there's even better Mando players. Let's see. I want to show you the Traveling McCurries. Let me see if I can find a good. Oh, that's Del McCurry and Sierra Hull is in that. Let's see if this. Alright, let's see. Let's see what we got here. Here we go, watch this. I gotta find a better one. He's going a little bit slow here. Let's see if we can find. Okay. Oh, this one's a pretty good one. Let's see if I can get. This is a famous song that they do. Let me try to get the Mando. Come on. All these songs are so slow. Let's see. There we go, faster song. I'll go to the mandolin solo. guitar solo. That's pretty cool, huh? All right, where are we at? And I'm gonna have to let you guys go pretty soon. And our music fest. I know it's gonna get a lot of. Why is everybody laughing about my tabs? There's no laws against tabs. How many tabs you can have open? I have ADD. I have to. If I don't have them up. By the way, all those things I'm working on right now. That just shows you what a busy person I am. Is that if I closed them, I wouldn't know where I was at. But don't other people have a bunch of tabs? Am I the only weirdo here that has a bunch of tabs open? All right. Thank you so much for your support. Let's see if there's any reading more super chats. If not, we'll depart and see you guys this evening for the catechesis continuing education class. Just check real quick. Any questions before we leave? I feel like you guys have tab bigotry. Like you shouldn't. Good. Dave's with me. Tab police, yeah. Tab bigotry. We're ending tab bigotry. You can't judge people for how many tabs they have open. All right. Well, that was a fun music. I haven't played for a while. You know, you'd think, given my injury, I would have played more, but I haven't. I got to start practicing because come MontaNIKA, you know, I obviously would like to play with the professional band at least a few songs. If you haven't gotten your tickets, please do. They are selling out. You can get you'll get your MontaNIKA swag bag, right? Some goodies, hotel discount. It could be the last year, so avail of it. Don't procrastinate. We'll also be doing matchmaking. So if you're single looking for a spouse, come on up. And I think that's about it. Any questions before we depart? Like, subscribe. I will have to edit all this out. Raid Jim Bob. And tell him to come up to MontaNIKA. Don't let him get away and not come up. All right. God bless you guys. And keep you. And thank you for your support. Until next time, or till this evening, God give you good strength. Amen.